Ever pondered how intelligence agencies can access your phone remotely? Welcome to the intriguing world of cyber surveillance. Here we delve into the complex realm where technology and secrecy intertwine, painting a picture of how our world has evolved from physical surveillance methods to digital ones. Once, surveillance was a matter of shadowy figures in trench coats, following targets through rain-slicked streets. Now, it's about shadowy figures in the digital realm, remotely accessing your phone, your laptop, your tablet. The game has changed, but the players are the same. Intelligence agencies, always at the forefront of technological advancement, have transitioned from physical stakeouts to virtual ones, and their tools have evolved in turn. Imagine this, a world where agencies can remotely turn on your phone's microphone, listen to your conversations, read your texts, or even track your location. It seems unreal, doesn't it? Yet, this is the reality of modern surveillance. The phone in your pocket, the smart device on your wrist, the computer on your desk, they're all potential access points, gateways into your personal life. The concept of remote phone access is a fascinating and slightly unnerving one. It's a tool that, in the right hands, can be used to protect and serve. It can help track down criminals, prevent terrorist attacks, and keep nations safe. But in the wrong hands, it can be a weapon of invasion, violating the sanctity of personal privacy. As we delve deeper into this subject, we'll unravel the ins and outs of how this system works, the extent of its capabilities, and the ways in which it can be both a boon and a bane. It's a world that's less about physical presence and more about digital footprints. It's a world where your voice can be heard without you speaking, where your location can be known without you moving, where your secrets can be uncovered without you whispering a word. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's more real than you might think. You might be asking, how does this work? Well, let's dive into the mechanics behind remote access. At the heart of this process are two key players, malware and spyware. Now, these two might sound like villains out of a comic book, but they're quite real and significantly powerful. Malware is essentially malicious software designed to cause damage or unauthorized access to a system. Spyware, on the other hand, is a subset of malware that's specifically built to collect and steal user data. Now, how do these digital miscreants get onto your phone? The most common method is through software vulnerabilities. These are essentially weak spots in your phone's software. Developers strive to make their software as secure as possible, but it's nearly impossible to create a completely flawless system. These vulnerabilities can be exploited by the malware, allowing it to infiltrate your phone. Once inside, the malware or spyware can cause all sorts of trouble. They can monitor your activity, record your calls, read your text messages, and even track your location. And the worst part is, this can all be done without you noticing a thing. So how do intelligence agencies fit into this picture? Well, they can use these tools to their advantage. By deploying malware or spyware onto a target's phone, they can gain remote access and gather information. It's like they have a secret window into your digital life. But don't think these agencies are just blindly throwing malware out there. Oh no, these operations are carefully planned and executed. They target specific vulnerabilities and design their malware accordingly. It's a game of digital cat and mouse where the stakes are incredibly high. And if you're wondering just how often this happens, let's just say it's more common than you might think. Intelligence agencies around the world are constantly seeking out new vulnerabilities and developing new tools to exploit them. While this may sound complicated, it's all in a day's work for intelligence agencies. So what can these agencies see once they've gained access? Let's delve into that. When intelligence agencies gain access to your phone, they essentially hold a mirror to your digital life. Everything you do, everywhere you go, and even what you say can be seen, heard, and analyzed. Imagine your phone as a treasure trove of data, your personal diary, map, and communication hub, all rolled into one. Every text message you send or receive, every phone call you make, the call logs, they're all laid bare. Your personal communications, whether you're planning a surprise birthday party or discussing a confidential business deal, can be intercepted and scrutinized. But it doesn't stop at calls and messages. Your browsing history, the websites you visit, the articles you read, the videos you watch, and even the products you search for online, all these digital breadcrumbs can be tracked and gathered. Furthermore, your phone's GPS location data can reveal your physical movements, your morning jog route, your favorite coffee shop, the office you work at, the friends you visit. Your entire routine is traceable. In essence, They can create a digital map of your life, tracking your movements in real time or retracing your steps from the past. And if that wasn't enough, even the hardware on your phone can be exploited. Your phone's microphone can be remotely activated, turning your device into a live listening device. Similarly, your camera can be accessed, capturing images or video without your knowledge. The implications of this level of access are immense. It's like having an invisible observer constantly looking over your shoulder, watching your every move, listening to your every word. This observer doesn't just know where you are or what you're doing, but also what you're thinking, what you're interested in, and who you're connecting with. In essence, they can virtually look over your shoulder at your digital life. This might sound intimidating, but don't fret, there are ways to protect your phone. We're stepping into the realm of countermeasures and protection now. The digital world might seem like a jungle with predators lurking in every corner. But with the right tools and knowledge, you can navigate this jungle safely. How, you ask? Let's delve into it. First things first, keeping your phone's software updated is crucial. Think of these updates as vaccines for your phone. They immunize your device against the latest threats and patch vulnerabilities that could be exploited. So, every time you get that notification of a new update, don't ignore it. Install it right away. Next, be wary of the links you click on. Hackers often use phishing tactics, sending you links that may appear harmless, but lead to malicious software being installed on your phone. If a link seems suspicious, or if it's from an unknown source, it's better to steer clear. Now, you've probably heard of encryption. It's a method of coding your data so that only authorized parties can read it. There are several encryption tools available that you can use to safeguard your information. These tools scramble your data, making it unreadable to anyone who doesn't have the key. In addition to these measures, consider using a strong, unique password for your phone and changing it regularly. This might sound like a simple step, but it's an effective one. Lastly, be mindful of the apps you install. Not all apps on the App Store are safe. Some may contain malware or spyware that can compromise your phone's security. So, do a bit of research before downloading an app, especially if it's from an unknown developer. These countermeasures aren't foolproof, but they significantly reduce the risk of your phone being accessed remotely. It's a digital arms race out there, and staying one step ahead is key. Remember, prevention is always better than cure. So stay vigilant, stay updated, and stay protected. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned. We've delved deep into the intriguing world of cyber surveillance, a reality that is as fascinating as it is unnerving. We've explored how intelligence agencies can remotely access phones, transforming them into powerful surveillance tools. This process involves complex mechanics and advanced technologies, but to simplify, it's all about exploiting vulnerabilities in our devices and networks, enabling these agencies to infiltrate and monitor our digital lives. We've also discussed the kind of data that can be accessed. What we found was that virtually nothing is off limits. Text messages, call logs, emails, photos, videos, browsing history, GPS location, it's all up for grabs. Moreover, with the advent of smart devices, the scope of accessible data has expanded to include health data, biometrics, and even home automation systems. But it's not all doom and gloom. We've explored countermeasures and ways to protect our phones and our data. Remember, keeping your software up to date is vital. These updates often include patches for vulnerabilities that could be exploited. Using strong, unique passwords and enabling two-factor authentication where possible can also go a long way in protecting your digital life. Be cautious about the apps you install and the permissions you grant them. Not all apps are created equal, and some may pose significant security risks. We've also discussed the importance of encryption, both for your device and your communications. Encryption can make it much harder for anyone, including intelligence agencies, to access your data. And finally, remember that while technology can provide tools for protection, your behavior and choices are equally, if not more, important. Be mindful of your digital footprint and the information you share online. While the world of digital surveillance can be daunting, with knowledge and precaution, you can keep your digital life secure. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to protect your privacy in an increasingly connected world.